Mr. Barr, you are recognized for 5 minutes in support of your amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I want to commend my colleague, Mr. Lamb, for his bill that would allow us to get a more comprehensive look at the VA's whole health initiative. And we all share the concern of the 20 veteran suicides every single day, and we want to evaluate all kinds of ways in which we can help veterans who are struggling with post-traumatic stress. In a time when many veterans are growing wary of prescription drugs and opioids for treatment, services such as massage, acupuncture, Tai Chi, other forms of therapy are growing in popularity for good reason for our veterans. It's also why I have introduced this amendment, which would add equine-assisted therapy to the list of services provided by the VA to be studied. After hearing VA officials and VSOs testify before this committee on the benefits of equine-assisted therapy, I look forward to supporting this legislation and receiving a report on its benefits to veterans. And some work has already been done, Mr. Chairman, on equine-assisted therapy. According to the Journal of the American Medical Association, equine therapy and animal-assisted therapy has shown to be an effective method in treating patients, including combat veterans with PTSD, depression, anxiety, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, conduct disorders, and other chronic mental illnesses. So there's evidence to back this up. I've seen this personally in my own district, which we affectionately know as the horse capital of the world, where combat veterans have worked with various nonprofits and programs, and I can just tell you from personal experience, it presents a tremendous opportunity, an alternative to look at whole health, a holistic approach that Mr. Lamb is leading on. And we want to get the VA to evaluate the efficacy of equine-assisted therapy so that we can have these alternatives available to our veterans so that we can, again, provide every avenue away from those suicidal tendencies. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I appreciate you entertaining the amendment, and I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Barr. Does any other member wish to be recognized to discuss this amendment?
Mr. Chairman?
Dr.
I just wonder if Representative Barr would probably have maximum securities owner as the first person that uses this one.
Well, the ranking member would like to know that Maximum Security's racing career is not over, and that the Kentucky stewards made the right call. We want safety for our equine and human athletes in the Kentucky Derby. I yield back. Thank you.
Chairman.
Mr. Allred.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to commend Mr. Barr for this amendment and Mr. Lamb for his leadership here. We have an equine therapy provider in Dallas called Equine that I visited. It's run by a former Navy fighter pilot named Jeff Hensley, who's a good friend of mine, and I've seen their results, and I think this is an excellent amendment. I want to commend the gentleman for his amendment.
Anyone else? Let me just say that Riverside County in my own district is home to many horse properties and horses, and I actually visited a constituent who does provide this therapy. So I am also interested and thankful for your amendment.